Technology plays such a major part now in all sorts of motorsports. With me is Jonathan here, Jackson Racing, and we have got a very special bike, I know, too.
Pretty unique bike.
Yeah, and you've got some great riders involved in this project. Tell us about it.
So we've been working with John, obviously 25 years of racing, 21 times winner of the IoM TT. But if you ask him what makes him so fast, he's like, frankly, I just don't know.
And he's so modest about it.
He's super modest, nicest guy you're ever going to meet. So we've been working with him on building the bike that you see behind us, a special bike that we've instrumented with sensor technology. So this is capturing information about what the bike's doing. It's capturing things like how fast it's accelerating, throttle position, braking, pitch, yaw, acceleration, a lot of data that's coming off the bike. Second thing we did is we built a special suit in conjunction with Alpine Stars that was also filled with sensors. So this is taking lots and lots of biometric data around how his pulse rate, his heart rate, how much oxygen he's taking in and out of his lungs, the amount, again, lateral G on his body, etc., etc. We put those two things together, that gives you a very, very unique picture of how the rider is interacting with the bike. So it's really stage one was kind of building the bike and building the suits.
So you turn people into John McGuinness, basically. Is that what you're trying to do?
So I think what we're really trying to do is understand a little bit about the magic and the kind of the math behind the Morecambe Missile. Yeah. And then ultimately we're going to use that for road safety in the future. A lot of new motorsports are beginning to use these special inflatable suits so that they're able to figure out if there's an accident, they can pop. But at the moment, they won't use those suits at the Isle of Man because the bikes are just kind of going all over the place. So we've been capturing a data set this week, which will go back to Alpine Stars and will be utilised in the future for making suits that are safer for racing on the island.
Now, you've got an interesting thing that you've got this data you've been collecting, and you've got two different riders so you can compare, and then you're actually letting it out into the wide world.
Yeah, so we captured these two data sets, one from John McGuinness and then one from what we call our control rider, which is Adam Child, also a TT racer. We put them onto the internet, and then we've had about 2,000 statisticians around the world working on the data sets over the last 2 or 3 months from the information that we captured in Spain to figure out what's John doing that's different than Adam. And we're going to announce the winners of that in the coming weeks.
Okay, so the end plan, is there one as such, or just making people more like John McGuinness?
So I guess that the end plan is to show the impact of using information and using sensors on things like motorsport to make them gain more insights, but also to learn more about how to make the sport safer. In the next couple of years, sensor technology is going to come into every walk of our lives. So we're expecting probably there'll be about 7 billion people connected to the internet in the next 5 years. There'll be 30 billion connected devices, things like sensors on these bikes connected to the internet. And that's going to provide transformational opportunities, not just in motorsport, but across industry and life overall.
So it could be quite a big game changer, this.
So huge game changer. And then obviously all the data sets we collect will go back into making the sport safer.